Hi guys, welcome to Raffalina's American Girl Doll channel. I finally got her. I got the Girl of the Year 2022. She came in today. It's New Year's Eve. So I'm really excited. I actually ordered her the first day of the pre-order on the 27th and I paid for rush shipping, which was kind of expensive. And so I was lucky enough to get her today. It took about, let me see, I guess it took 3 or 4 days. It took like a day for her to ship, and then it took 2-3 days to come. So I ordered some more of her collection, which will be coming next week. So please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you hit the notification bell in the corner, you'll be alerted when I upload the next video. I'm going to do some of her collection next week. I'm really excited about her lodge, but I'm not getting that yet. I might get it in future. We'll see. So a couple comments. One is they sent me the older calendar, the Doll-A-Day one, so I don't have, catalog, sorry. I don't have the Girl of the Year catalog, but usually it comes in the mail, like, on very close to New Year's, so it didn't come today, so it'll probably come next week as well. But anyway, just to get right into it, it says on the bottom 8 and up, so a lot of the outfits are 6 and up, I think, so I just thought that was an interesting thing to note. I love the color scheme, I love the, kind of the mountains, but then also this like geometric pattern you can kind of see, and it also seems to be a theme throughout her collection. Some of the geometric shapes I think I've noticed in her lodge, which is neat. People have said online that she has a new face mold. I will do a brief comparison at the end of her with Nanea, and then you can just see. I think it's very similar to Nanea. One thing, let me just get the box open, but one of the things that I think is the most obvious difference, besides the darker eye makeup. Nanea also had eye makeup, by the way, but I guess the darker eye makeup would be her eyebrows are a little bit messier looking and a little bit thicker. So that's one thing to note. So this is her book, and obviously American Girl has copyright on the book itself. I'm just going to briefly kind of show a little bit what it looks like, and I'm going to show, you know, in detail every page or anything. But it has color pictures throughout, so it's kind of nice that way. It retails for $7.99 US, and it's 3rd and 4th grade reading level. And I'll let you know more about that as I look into her book. I do really think that it's cute, the picture of her and her sister and her puppy. I'm only getting her. I'm not getting Gwen, her sister, because I don't really have Rolly Wisher dolls and not really that interested in collecting them. So you can kind of see that her face is thinner. It's more of a heart-shaped face, I would say. And so we'll just undo the neck first, and then get at the arms and then the feet. A couple notes about her outfit. Something that's immediately obvious is this is a nice sweater sort of tunic, but it is kind of see-through on the top, so you can kind of see where her flesh kind of coming through the top part of the sweater, and it's more noticeable because you can see the purple part of the top part of her pants. And I love these boots. I just think they're really, really cute. And I'm going to link up in the top my unboxing of my Ina, which is my doll who's supposed to be, that was a bit rough, my Alaska Native doll. And I think a decent amount of Corinne's collection could be potentially used by her as well, because kind of that's Colorado, Alaska theme. Her hairnet's like stuck up in the top, which happens sometimes. You gotta be very careful, like getting the dolls out of the box. It's like a kind of hard skill usually. Ugh. Alright, I got her out, so she's free. Let me just move the box out of the way. Because I got her in the pre-order, only her and her accessories are available. That's why I only got her. I'm not a huge fan of her accessories, so I'm going to wait on her accessories till later. There's a few other pieces in her collection that I'm really excited to add to my collection. So I'm going to get those first. I may get her accessories later this year, or like when I have rewards points and something like that. But really excited to add her to my collection. One thing I will comment first about is these really super sparkly leggings, and they're the whole way around. So you see that it's the same the whole way around. So they're not like the mix and match where it was just shiny on one side. They're shiny throughout. Their boots have like furry. I'm really excited about these boots. So a couple of the World Ballast dolls didn't have such great shoes, but like this is an amazing set of shoes. You've got the two little pom-poms, the nice little bows there, and there's Velcro in the back, so you can easily get them on and off. And so those just are really nice, and I'll show you that kind of works for both of them. And the bottom, let's just take a look at the bottom of the shoe. It has, let's see if I can focus the camera as well while showing it to you. There's these ridges on there, so that's something useful to know. And it's a little bit short for my taste. This tunic sweater has the little American Girl tag there. So this is something that's interesting. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. So typically, every other prior year, American Girl of the Year dolls had a certain logo, and then that logo was engraved on, or like an insignia that they put on all of the outfits. So this year, this is just a regular American Girl doll tag. This isn't like unique to CORINNE. It's just, you know, the American Girl tag. So let me know what you guys think with that. I remember a lot of the American Girl dolls have like characteristic insignias. In fact, yeah, if I was to say what it was, it would probably be this little thing here, this little star on the packaging, or maybe a little mountain, or like this kind of geometric shape. But there's no like little decal like normal. So I think that's interesting. I don't have a Girl of the Year doll in her outfit handy to kind of show you what I mean, but all of the other prior dolls have this insignia on their outfits. So I just think that that's an interesting detail. Okay, so now I think we will get to the hairnet removal, which is the most exciting part. Let me just zoom up here so you can see her. A few people mentioned this already. I think she's a regular skin tone 10. I definitely don't think she's definitely not skin tone 5, which is the lightest skin tone. And I think she's a little lighter than Yvette. So this net was giving me a little bit of troubles in the box, but luckily it's out. So here she is, guys. She definitely has, so I would call this teal. Everybody's calling it blue. There's definitely like a green. It's definitely not the same color blue as like the blue doll, which I think is like number 90 or 90 or 89 or something. It's a lighter color. It's, I think, teal. I would call it teal anyway. It's kind of throughout. The rest of her hair is like a dark black, and then it's threaded throughout. There's some like short black pieces there. Let me try to adjust the camera a little bit to show you what I mean. There's some little shorter dark-haired pieces there to kind of give the wig, I think, a fuller appearance. And then down the bottom, it's all kind of a teal color. And then you can see some of them are in the braid, and I'll show you kind of what that looks like in a moment from a different angle. But there's a braid kind of going down and then connecting in the back. which I think makes it look really cute. And I'm going to grab Linnea in a second and I'll show you the comparison next. Okay guys, so I got a couple dolls here. I have Corinne in the middle, I have Linnea here on the right, and I have Joss. So this is Girl of the Year 2020 and then Girl of the Year 2022. And I just kind of wanted to show a couple different things. One is, I think there is a slight difference in, so this is skin tone 10, your traditional kind of not super fair skin, but normally fair skin doll. And then this is kind of, I think it's a slightly different coloration, in my opinion. And then Linnea, she's definitely lighter than Linnea. That's one kind of key feature. Linnea has hazel eyes and Corinne has brown eyes. Linnea has a, I can zoom up, but they're kind of a lightish colored, both eyebrows and eye makeup, and hers are definitely darker black and then also thicker and kind of bushier. In fact, all three of them have different eyebrow types. Let me zoom in on their faces so you can see kind of more clearly. The eye shape people have said is different. I'm not entirely sure if the eye shape is different. Definitely I think the chin part is a little bit different. I see that as being a major kind of difference. So if we slide these over, and you see them sort of side by side, if you kind of measure, it gets this distance here, so maybe 2.5. It's maybe a little bit, oh, you can't quite see it. It's a little bit thicker, I think, for Nene, maybe by 1/4 inch, possibly. And there's more rounding here. But it might just be a modern version of the Linnea mold. Here, let me slide them in front. You can see them more clearly side by side. Definitely the face paint always kind of... I got my Linnea this year. Some people who may have an older Linnea may look a little different. But I think they're very, very similar with minor tweaks. If American Girl was to say it was the same face mold, I could believe it with just different makeup, but I do think it might be a different face mold. It's not completely clear to me. One big difference is, let me see if I can zoom in on Linnea's face. Linnea has, in addition to the green eyes there, or hazel I should say, she has a darker brown kind of coloring there, and then also on the side and then on the top and bottom as well. Whereas Corinne does not have any coloring on the side here at all, and just on the top she has that mascara. She doesn't have anything on the bottom. So go back to Linnea. Linnea actually has little pieces on the bottom. I'm gonna also lay them flat to show you maybe a little bit more up close in a second.
Hi guys, and my camera kind of got messed up, so it wasn't able to record properly. So I just want to show this last picture of Corinne versus Linnea. Linea's eyes, definitely there's more of the painting on the side, and the eye actually isn't shaped kind of in that almond manner that Corinne's is. So Corinne is definitely a new face mold, but she looks a lot like Linnea. So like if I was to say what doll she looks the most like, it's definitely Linnea. I think she might have a little bit of the Marie Grace chin, but she also looks a little bit like Joss in some ways. So let me know what you think in the comments, and are you planning on getting Girl of the Year 2022? And if so, or if not, let me know kind of why. I'm kind of curious. I will be unboxing some of her collection, her outfits and skis and things in the future. I'm still debating getting the ski lodge area. I really want the ski lodge. Well, actually, I really want the little the house, not so much her ski shop, but I have the hot chocolate stand that'll link up in the top, and a few other sets that I might make a kind of Korean themed room. So remember to stay tuned for that, and please hit the notification bell in the corner and you'll be notified when I upload next. And thanks for joining me on this journey, and Happy New Year's to everyone, and welcome 2022.